10th Energy Juice 500 at Talladega is brought to you by Nationwide Insurance. Enter this code at codespotter.com for a chance to win a Roush Ford Mustang. Silver Star Ultra headlights from Sylvania. See farther, see wider, see better. And AT&T.
Back here at Talladega Superspeedway, we have 57 laps to go. 22 leaders, 68 lead changes. And the action has been non-stop from the drop of the green flag. We've had just one caution for 4 laps here today. Up front, it is Juan Pablo Montoya side by side with Clint Bowyer. Behind Montoya, you've got Jamie McMurray and Elliott Sadler in a 3-car push. Behind Bowyer, well, there's a whole bunch of cars. Oh, whoa, look out. Elliott slides up and almost slid right up into Jamie McMurray.
Yeah, you got to make that move a little bit sooner there if you're going to try to slide up and take advantage of that fast-coming pack.
Coming through the tri-oval, and again, Montoya with McMurray, Bowyer, Rudiman, and Jeff Burton now in the 5th position.
See Rudiman on the inside.
That's Kurt Busch in the middle right there. Update you on Denny Hamlin's position. He is in 32nd position. There's Kyle Busch. Kyle in the 11th spot right now. Here we go for the battle for the lead. Looks like Jamie McMurray's got the help from Clint Bowyer. Rudiman in 3rd. This time by, we'll have 56 laps remaining. First off, DJ, when is it go time, as we always talk about in races, or is it totally different here?
Yeah, you don't really have to start going until about 15 to go. You can see how quickly you can make your way from the back to the front, but you have to know what your car is capable of doing, so that will determine a little bit as to when you need to go, but 15 laps is plenty of time.
What about the intensity factor? Everybody in the back of their minds thinking about, oh, okay, we haven't had the big one yet.
Well, what you're going to start seeing after we make this last pit stop is everybody trying to get themselves positioned. So the bump drafting is going to become a little more intense. There's going to be guys that are going to be shutting these holes that we've seen them allow some drivers to get in. That's not going to happen.
Well, we're seeing some intense racing right now because you got Denny Hamlin a lap down, you got Bobby Labonte, you got David Reagan, and even Ryan Newman trying to get that spot and get up where they can get back on the lead lap. They're not going to let up. They're going to be racing as hard as they can right now, and they're in the middle of this group.
And Denny Hamlin has now just put himself into the lucky dog position as long as Ryan Newman stays on that tail end of the lead lap, the 39 up front there. Let's get an update on the 11 from Vince Welch.
Well, then, Marty, they have really been digging to get in that lucky dog position. As you had noted a little bit earlier, 7, 8 cars at one time had been in front of Hamlin in regards to that lucky dog position. Hamlin has said nothing. It's the quietest I've ever heard him on the radio. His spotter doing all the work as he works his way through this traffic. Mike Ford, the crew chief, hasn't said anything. Now we've got a problem, Marty.
Jeff Burton has got tagged from behind, turned into the wall. So far, it looks like he is the only victim. A hard hit for Jeff Burton.
Yeah.
Now there's flames shooting out of the right side as the oil line. Our caution here, second of the day with 54 laps remaining. The window net's down. Jeff is climbing out. And Dale Jr. is heading for the garage area. Burton was shown as 5th on the last lap, and you can see the frustration as he kicks the side door.
He had a great car today. He knows that he had a shot to win this thing.
That's what's so frustrating about driving here. You know you've got a fast race car, you're doing everything right, and all of a sudden it's taken away.
Pretty well killed, Todd.
Let's go back and show you what happened. Watch the 31.
Yeah, it looked like just a little bit too much
help from Junior. Was lucky that wasn't a big wreck right there.
Dale's damage on the right side of his car. Joey Logano, Greg Biffle, both of them miss. How about from Denny Hamlin's point of view?
You can see right there, they're in the middle of the corner, and it doesn't take much. And that's why NASCAR's always tried to tell them.
Caution will be coming out.
This bump drafting in the corners is a bad idea.
Well, here's the bad news for Denny Hamlin. As you get one more look at this, see where the 39 is of Ryan Newman? He had just been passed again, so he is in the lucky dog position and not Hamlin.
You saw Harvick come across the apron really hard there. He may have gotten some damage. And you can see how frustrated Jeff is now.
He had a good race car today.
Yeah, he did.
All right, here we go. Another round of pit stops with 53 laps to go. Jamie Little will send it your way.
Well, just before the caution flag flew, Clint Boyer was giddy on the radio, having so much fun out there leading this race. The call is 4 tires and pack it full of Sunoco fuel. Doc?
Kevin Harvick says, I got into somebody, I've got damage on the splitter, and I've got something rubbing. Gil, talking about crew chief Gil Martin. They're going to change the tires and take a look. Vince.
One car, Jamie McMurray, had made some contact there with Jeff Burton, knocked the toe out of the one. It's going to be a little bit longer stop, looking to make a 2-tire stop. The 42 is come and gone, and by the way, Juan Pablo Montoya said he was getting too hard of a push from his teammate McMurray.
You can see him taking a look at the damage on the left side of the 29.
Yeah, we're going to spend a lot of time here. We've got a lot of time to do this with the caution car running around this big track. And they don't really worry about going to the back because they can get there pretty quickly.
Yeah, but the one thing they were worried about was Jimmy Johnson leading the lap.
Well,
who's just got a 5-point bonus for leading.
Yeah, they couldn't fight him off here.
Okay, everything's all good.
Doc, what are you hearing down there?
Well, Kevin Harvick thought he had something rubbing in the left front. He said, I got into the back of a car when the thing happened with Burton up there, and I think I bent the splitter. The splitter looked okay to me, and Gil Martin had the guys crawl around the front of the car. They don't see any damage to the splitter. Pulled the left front tire off, went in behind the splitter, and pulled the fender out, but all the braces are okay, and they told Kevin he should be fine.
Did you notice something, DJ?
Just looking at those braces on the splitter, it looked like maybe a couple where he may have had to come down off the track might have bent those a little bit. So that splitter may be a little higher,
Yeah,
which
it
would
looked
hurt,
like it. Yeah,
hurt his car aerodynamically.
They were trying to fix that, but if you try to get that splitter down, sometimes you can break those braces, so they didn't want to really hurt it.
Well, our second caution gave the 39 of Ryan Newman, the Aaron's lucky dog, so he'll get back onto the lead lap, and we'll reset it for you when we come back to Talladega. Under our second caution here at Talladega for a 2-car crash involving 2 cars that were capable of winning this race. Dale Earnhardt Jr. had led 24 laps. Jeff Burton had led 11. Here's what happened. Some contact from behind sends the 31 into Jamie McMurray and then up against the wall with the 88. Those 2 cars are behind the wall right now. It allowed Jimmy Johnson to stay out and lead for the first time today, so he has picked up 5 bonus points. And meanwhile, Ryan Newman got back on the lead lap, but not Denny Hamlin. Some other people have topped off on pit road. Let's revisit the AT&T Fastest Pit Crew of the Year award. The fastest pit crew is determined by the winner of each race and the fastest pit time and your vote. Be sure to text the car number to 2258 for your pit crew choice. We'll restart when we come back.